How is it going, everybody? This is RBT bringing you my preseason All-SEC team. This is just the first team All-SEC, and I kind of looked at Phil Steele's and compared mine, and we were actually pretty similar. We only had a few different, but I mean, it's kind of clear who the choices should be. And let's go ahead and get started. Quarterback, I have Tyler Wilson, quarterback from Arkansas. Sorry, I just got 20 text messages. Running back, I have Marcus Lattimore. He's coming off that injury, but I believe he'll be just fine. As the other running back, I have Niall Davis. He is the running back who was out for the season from Arkansas for last year. As a sophomore, the dude was insane. He ran a lot like Trent Richardson. So he'll be very versatile in the Arkansas offense, and I'd love to see what he does with Tyler Wilson in that wide receiver combination they have at Arkansas. And I believe they're going to be a very, very scary offense, especially with Niall Davis coming back at running back. At wide receiver, I have Derrick Rogers, wide receiver from Tennessee. He needs to get his act together, but he is very, very talented, so look out for him. Also, newcomer Ryan Swoop, wide receiver from Texas A&M. His biggest challenge will be adjusting to a new quarterback, as their quarterback Ron Tannehill, as you know, went number 8 in the overall to the Miami Dolphins in the NFL draft. But he put up some insane numbers, and he's a very talented wide receiver, so I have him as a first-team wide receiver. At tight end, I have Philip Lutzenkirchen. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Even though I'm an Alabama fan, the dude is an absolute freak, and it's kind of scary that he came back for his senior year, but very talented. Kind of reminds me of Rob Gronkowski, and their names are kind of both gay, so but he's a talented player having that first team SEC. At center, I have Barrett Jones. I'm so glad he came back for his senior year. He was playing guard last year, and he's trying to prove to NFL scouts that he's versatile and he can play different positions on the O-line, so he's going to play center. And he's one of the best offensive linemen in the country last year, so. Also, I have from Alabama offensive guard Chance Warmack. The dude was an absolute beast last year. And as I do, DJ Fluker, offensive tackle from Alabama. The dude has the potential to be a top 10 pick in the draft easily if he can get his footwork improved and squared away. I believe Alabama will have the best offensive line by far in the country next year. And anyways, offensive guard Larry Watford from Kentucky. He's a very good player, very experienced. He'll be a senior this year, and I believe he'll be a first-team All-American. And also, I have Alex Hirsch, the offensive tackle from LSU. Rounding out with the special teams in the first-team SEC, I have Cody Parkey, kicker from Auburn. I saw Phil Steele. I think he had Caleb Sturgis, but he was way too inconsistent last year, I believe, to be first-team All-American. He had Cody Parkey at 4-team. Every time I saw Cody Parkey kick off, every kickoff he had was a touchback. He's really good. He's really consistent as a kicker. I don't think he missed too many field goals last year, so I have him at number 1 on the first team as a kicker. And punter, of course, you got to have Brad Wing, the Australian. The dude is one of the best kickers or punters I've seen in the last few years, so definitely have him number 1. Also, at kick returner, I have Dennis Johnson from Arkansas. I was kind of struggling between him and Trey Mason from Auburn, but I think Dennis Johnson is a way bigger bruiser, and he's also really, really fast, and he's an interesting returner, but he's really, really, really productive, so have him at number 1. And punt returner, I have, of course, the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And moving on to first-team defense for the All-SEC team, I have Sam Montgomery at defensive end. The dude's a freak. LSU fans are so glad he came back for this year. Defensive tackle, I have Jesse Williams, the Australian also. He is very, very good, and like DJ Fluker has the potential to be a top 10 pick in the NFL draft. I've seen some drafts have him at number 1, and then I've had other mock drafts have him not even in the first round, so we'll see how he does. Also have defensive tackle Sharif Floyd from Florida. I don't think Phil Steele's had him at first team, but he's really, really good. A really good D tackle, so I'm at number 1. And then rounding out the defensive line, I have Jadeveon Clowney, the defensive end from South Carolina, at first team All-SEC defense. Moving on to linebackers, I have C.J. Mosley, linebacker from Alabama. He's coming off that injury in the BCS National Championship, but he has healed very well, way ahead of schedule, and he's going to be an absolute beast like he was last year. He is going to be that leader of the linebacking corps for Alabama. Second linebacking spot, I have Jelani Jenkins, linebacker from Florida. The dude is really, really good. He was on the other SEC preseason All-American list. I saw him like at second or third team, but I believe he'll be deserving of that #1 spot. Moving on, Nico Johnson, linebacker from Alabama. As C.J. Mosley, the dude's an absolute beast, and him and C.J. Mosley, I believe, will be a really, really good linebacking core for Alabama, which they didn't have in the 2010 season, which led to them losing 3 or 4 games. That's why I believe 2012 will be a different story for Alabama, but that is for another video. Trying not to let the homer come over me here in this video. Rounding out the linebacker core, I have Barrett Jones, linebacker from Georgia. Dude's pretty good. Have him #1. Now to the secondary, I have, of course, the Honey Badger again, Tyrann Mathieu. He makes so many plays, even though, hint, hint, AJ McCarron tore him up in the National Championship game. He's really good. There's no doubt about that, I believe. Maybe he'll actually have a chance at the Heisman next year because he is actually going to be on the preseason list for Heisman. And the other corner, I have Jonathan Banks from Mississippi State. Very, very underrated and a great corner. He will be a great asset on an NFL team after this year because he'll be in the draft pretty high, actually. And he's really good, so look out for Jonathan Banks when your team is playing Mississippi State. And last but not least, the safeties. I have Bakari Rambo, the absolute beast from Georgia. He can lay a hit on you like crazy. And Eric Reed, safety from LSU. Thank you guys for watching this. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know why you disagree and what positions you disagree on. As always, have a great day and roll Tide, go Sox, and go Titans. See you guys later.